What's up YouTube? I know it's been a while, but I'm back with another video, and today we're going to go over 4 plays in the Spurs playbook. So let's get into it. So the first play is the ISO 12 flare. You can call this for anybody that has isolation priority, and if you don't know what priorities are, I'll leave a link in the description to a video that I made called How to Assign Plays, and that's where I talk about play priorities, and I'll also leave it on the screen at the end of the video. So DeRozan's going to start with the ball on the left wing, and Forbes is going to come up and send a screen for him, and then DeRozan is going to attack the rim. And while he attacks, Forbes is going to get a flare screen from Aldridge, and he's going to run to the right wing and get open for a 3. So this play is pretty good, and I like it because it's one of those deceiving plays, because after Forbes sets the screen for DeRozan and you start attacking the rim, the defense is going to be focused on stopping that, and before they know it, they're giving up an open 3. And so this play could be really useful against the computer, but can also be useful against an actual person too. And I also really like it for someone like DeRozan, who's pretty athletic and he finishes well at the rim, and you don't want to be taking a lot of jump shots with him. You want him to get something going towards the rim, and so if the defense plays it wrong and nobody helps, you could get a lot of layups and dunks, or even if they're too late, you just posterize them. And there's also another play called the quick 12 flare, which is pretty much the same thing. The only thing is that with that play, you will call it for someone that has 3-point priority, and basically you're calling it for the person that you want taking that 3-point shot off the flare screen. Whereas this play, I think the point guard is pretty much like the only person that's gonna set that screen. Whereas the quick 12 flare, you can call it for whoever you want to shoot the ball. The next play is the quick hawk 2. You can call this for anybody that has 3-point priority, and it's designed to get you a wing 3 opportunity. So right here, I call it for Rudy Gay, and Forbes is going to start with the ball on the wing, and Gay is going to be at the top. He's going to get a screen, then he's going to run baseline, then he's going to get a double screen, run up to the right wing, and get open for a 3. Also, another thing you can do is pass it to Rudy Gay if he's open on that first screen when he dives to the rim. Sometimes he'll be open, so if he's open, give him the ball and get an easy layup. The play also ends in a pick and roll, so if he's not open on the 3-point attempt, run the pick and roll and create a shot from there. So this play is pretty good, and you'll consistently get open 3s from it, especially if the defense isn't switching, because it'll be pretty hard for that one player to have to run through 3 screens. And even if they do switch it, you can probably get a smaller player switched on LaMarcus Aldridge and take him in the post, or have a big out on the perimeter and take him off the dribble. The next play is the punch hawk rip. You can call this for anybody that has guard post up, and it can be used to get a 3-point shot. So right here, I'll call it for DeRozan, but Rudy Gay is going to be the one to get the shot. So Forbes is going to start with the ball on the wing, and DeRozan is going to get a screen, then he's going to post up on the block. Then on the other side of the court, Rudy Gay, he's going to get 2 screens, run up to the top of the key, and get open for a 3. Also, when DeRozan gets that first screen and he goes to post up, if the defender gets caught on that screen, he'll be open for a layup sometimes, so you can pass him the ball and shoot real fast before the defender could catch up. So this play is pretty good, and you could catch somebody off guard with this, because once you pass the ball down low into the post, they're going to be focused on that, and then all of a sudden you have somebody at the top of the key that's wide open for a 3. And the last play is the fist 91 side. You can call this for anybody that has pick and roll point or pick and roll ball handler priority, and you will end up getting a lot of layup opportunities, and also just force the defense into mismatches, or force certain defenders to make a decision on who to guard or who to close out to. So right here, I call it for DeRozan, and he's going to start with the ball on the wing, and Aldridge and Bertans is going to set a double screen for him. Bertans is going to fade out to the 3-point line, and Aldridge is going to roll, and from there, you could take it all the way, pass it to Aldridge, pass to Bertans, pass to anybody that helps off of one of the corner shooters. Pretty much at that point, it's just taking what the defense gives you. So even though this play is really simple, it's still really effective, and it can put a lot of pressure on the defense, especially whoever is guarding the ball handler. So in this case, it's Marcus Smart. If Smart is able to stay in front of DeRozan through the 2 screens, then that's just good defense. But if he just messes up a little bit and gives DeRozan a step, that puts a lot of pressure on the defense, because you either force the defense into rotation, and then that can cause mismatches, and if you just keep swinging the ball, you're eventually gonna find an open person, or he can just not help at all and get free layups and dunks with DeRozan. So this playbook is pretty good, and my first thought when I was going through it was that it was kind of unique, because a lot of the times when I go through with Team's Playbook, I see a lot of plays that I've seen before, but the Fizz 91 side is the only play that I've seen before. The other three, I haven't seen it in any other playbook, and it really fits how the Spurs like to play, with a lot of off-ball movement and just making you think that one thing is going to happen and then all of a sudden something else happens. And that's pretty much it for the video. Like I said, I'll put the how to assign plays video on the screen where I'll talk about priorities and how to add plays to a playbook. Also, I'll put the last playbook video that I did was the upgraded Celtics playbook, and I also put the playlist on the screen as well. And as always, thanks for watching and stay tuned for more content.